The urban structure of Europe is not made by big global cities. We have two global cities, two big global cities in Europe. It's not made by big metropolitans, it's made by this network of metropolitan cities, of course, but also medium and small cities. And I think when we are talking about urban issues, we must always have in mind that we must take into account the metropolitan cities at the same time as with medium-sized, medium and small cities. Because their problems are different, their means are completely different. So that's why important we are going to keep this map. So I will bring maybe more questions than answers. And I suppose you can accept that my speech is not an official one, so I'm not representing the European Commission. So they are not engaged from what I say. First reflection I want to make, first set of reflection. Urban policy is not a competence of Europe. There is nothing, no competence at European level on urban issues. As you know, we can say now there is a European urban policy. We come to that. And there is an history. The history is the history during the 90s of local actors, and they were French, they were British, from Birmingham, from Leeds, from Manchester, Belgian, Dutch, working on deprived neighborhoods. And these people, I mean, they were really local actors. These people tried to convince the European Commission that the cohesion policy was not only a cohesion policy among different level of regions, but inside the regions, inside the cities, the European policy should have in mind the gap between different areas among the same city. And they convinced the European Commission to start a pilot project, and then a pilot program called the Urban Program, a small program on deprived neighborhoods. It is the beginning of the European policy, and it's very new. That's quite important that Europe has started urban policies on deprived neighborhoods, on social cohesion. And then they come to competitiveness. First, they start on this. That's an important point. And now, if I go very, very quickly, progressively, there was a work among member states with the support of the Commission, but from time to time it was without the support of the Commission, to work on this question of deprived neighborhoods, what kind of policy is it. It's on the deprived neighborhoods that we have developed the idea of integrated urban policy. Integrated meaning working together on social, economic, and environmental issues. I will come to Jean-Loup later, the fourth pillar. But it was on the deprived neighborhoods that this principle were founded of an integrated policy. And we added in this work on progress on deprived neighborhoods the question of the issue of participation of local people to the activity, to the producing of policy. So this is the core of the history of European urban policy. Progressively, member states working in an informal group, because there is no official meeting of ministers on urban issues. There is an informal meeting of ministers normally each year. Progressively, member states have been working. There was a main step in 2007 during the German presidency when the German presidency proposed to the member states and to the European Commission to prepare and adopt a charter called the Leipzig Charter on integrated urban policy. It's based on the private neighborhoods, but extended to whole city. So that's a way Europe is working, building progressively consensus on the definition and the definition of policy. 2007, the Charter of Leipzig. So there is a consensus. So the question, there is a consensus of all governments on this Charter of Leipzig. And when you attend a meeting of the government the year after, they will say, oh yes, yes, we implement the Charter of Leipzig in our country. There is a round table, and each say, I'm a good pupil, we are implementing the Leipzig Charter. At the same time, when you attend a meeting with cities, you ask, do you know what is the Leipzig Charter? Mostly, except Jean-Loup, mostly they say, no, we have never heard. So, there is a work, we had to make a work to develop the idea, to disseminate the idea of integrated urban policy, and to implement, to put it in the text of the European regulation. So that's the first thing. So I wanted to highlight how to influence local policies, national policies, without competences. That's quite an interesting way of working. That was my first. Some examples. 2 years after the adoption of the Charter of Leipzig, when the French presidency, and some months before the French presidency, there was a small group of civil servants, experts, asking them what could be the theme of the French presidency on urban issues. Because 2 presidencies per year, you have to find a new team, something new, which may appear, show your country as a very, very good one. And so we discussed